Alarming revelation, soaring viral levels have been detected in the U.S. water supply. So if it seems like there is everybody around you that is getting sick right now and they can't seem to recover, let me know in the comments if you've been noticing it. You're not alone. This is actually happening all over the United States. The CDC has just released a list I'm going to be sharing with you. Nationwide data revealing the surging levels of the newest COVID strain, and it's showing up in the water supplies. Now, I'm going to be sharing with you the 6 different levels. I've actually taken the information that's coming directly from the CDC, and I'm going to link this in the description for you. This is from the Center of Disease Control and Prevention. This is the COVID data tracker, and this is actually the water surveillance that's coming out. This is COVID-19 wastewater surveillance. They've got all the data, the charts, and the information. I've actually taken them myself and put them into a list, and there are 6 different categories that I'm going to be covering from this map for you. Now, the 6 different levels are going to let you know the severity of which this is being detected in the various states. The first level is going to be minimum, which has 1 state where they're saying there is minimum levels that are currently being detected. The next level is low. There is 3 states that are in the low level. The next level that they have is moderate. This is in 6 different states. We also have high. There are 13 states that have been identified with high levels that are coming out of the water. And then we have severe, and there are 21 states that have severe levels. And then there are currently 6 states that have no data that we can record and share at this time. I'm going to give you that list. And that total, if you kept track, comes out to 51. That is for the 50 states along with Washington, D.C. So I'm going to be covering this list for you guys, getting into all the details. Do me a favor. I see we've got 757 people on with me live with this information coming out from the CDC. If you can hear me and see me okay, let me know in the comments. I see people saying that they can. Excellent. And also do me a favor, smash the like button. If I could get half of the people in the room to do so, it just helps the channel out, helps spread this out. I see Jared Gillette asking what states. I'm going to be covering the states. I've got the list of every single state that I'm going to be covering for you. And if you appreciate that, smash the like button, even though this is not the information that we want to hear, that things are surging. This coming out from the CDC. Big Mike saying, why would we trust the CDC? Great question. However, I am just simply going to be reporting for you the latest information that comes out as I do. And also, if you want to stay up to date, hit the subscribe button. As more information comes out, I'll be sure to share. I know that a lot of people are very concerned with what's coming out right now in various countries. And we are seeing people, it seems like, sick all over the place. Let me know if you've noticed that as well yourself. It feels like I just recovered from COVID, and now I'm realizing we're getting sick again. And it seems like everybody's sick. And if you've been noticing that, well, you are not alone. We're actually getting confirmation from the CDC, and I'm going to be sharing with you the list that has come out. And like I said, direct link to the CDC information that is coming out, linked in the description below for you. And I've compiled this into a list to give you this information. This is also charted out. And again, as more people hop on, we're approaching 1,000 people in the room. Do me a favor, smash the like button. And again, alarming revelation, soaring viral levels detected in the water supply. This is going to be 6 different levels as the CDC has released this month. Nationwide data revealing surging levels of the newest COVID strain in the U.S. water supply. Let's go ahead and go through this list. And this is information coming out from December 6th. Of 2023. Now, in addition to that, for those of you that have not already signed up, as we've heard, there could be potential disruptions of communication to social media platforms from cyber attacks coming out from China. This coming out just recently. And for those of you that are interested in staying in contact, regardless of what happens to social media platforms, join me at steveramnews.com. Several people have already signed up and joined the newsletter, but I'm going to continue to keep you guys updated there. And just in case things go astray with social media platforms, you're going to be able to stay in contact. I am currently pinning that in the comments for you guys. But let's go ahead and go through this list so you can know exactly where we have different various levels. And again, for those of you hopping on, I see we've got 1,200 in the room right now with this information coming out from the CDC. There are 6 different levels: minimum, low, moderate, high, severe, and no data. Minimum has 1 state. Now let's go ahead and cover this. So if you are in the state of Oregon, Oregon is the 1 state where they're saying there is minimal levels that are being detected in the water. Low, there are 3 states. The 3 states that have low levels is Georgia, South Carolina, and Washington. So those are the 4 states where they're saying there was minimum and low levels detected in the water. Now, moderate levels, there are 6 states where they're detecting moderate levels of virus strains in the water that is coming out from the wastewater. They're saying that this is where things are ramping up. That is Alaska, Colorado, Minnesota, Kentucky, Delaware, and Hawaii. Again, that's Alaska, Colorado, Minnesota, Kentucky, Delaware, and Hawaii. Now, for the states that have high levels detected, there are 13 states. So then after high, we've got severe and no data. Now, the high level is Texas, Arizona, California, Nevada, Idaho, Pennsylvania, New York, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Arkansas, and Rhode Island. And again, the high levels are Texas, Arizona, California, Nevada, Idaho, Pennsylvania, New York, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Arkansas, and Rhode Island. Those are the 13 on the list that have high levels detected. Now, the highest level that we're going to be taking a look at now is the severe level, where they're saying that there is severe outbreak taking place in these states. And let me know if you've noticed this as well, if you're in one of these 21 states that are coming out. Deborah Winkler, welcome to the Ram Fam. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. As a result of joining, all of these articles and things that I reference will pop up in your YouTube feed automatically. But as you guys know, I cite all the sources anyways. So let me go ahead and get you caught up. I'm in the high level, says Pamela. California. Pamela, let me know if you've noticed in California people getting sick, and they're saying that this could be going even further. So again, and somebody's saying what water? All of these sources are linked directly in the description. This is from the CDC. And again, for those of you hopping on late, because I see we've got 1,500 people on, just to recap before we get to the severe levels here, there's alarming revelation coming out of soaring viral levels detected in the U.S. water supply. COVID-19 detection in the United States revealing in the wastewater 6 different levels of severity. As the CDC releases information December of 2023, this coming out on the 6th of December, nationwide data reveals surging levels of the newest COVID strain in the water supply, and they're saying that this is spreading and is actually much more severe than has been let on. And a lot of people concerned right now with what's going on and want information as to this spread, because it is very concerning what is taking place in China and other parts of the world as we're seeing different levels of strains of sickness coming out. Now, the severe levels, there are 21 states that have been indicated, according to the CDC information, for severe levels in the water. Now, these severe levels, there is Florida, Alabama, Tennessee, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, New Jersey, Maine, Vermont, Montana, Utah, Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, Iowa, Missouri, Wisconsin, Illinois, Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio. And again, those are the 21 states in the severe category. If you are in these states, they're saying what is being detected in the water with the levels of this virus. They're saying the latest strain, they're saying is severe, that they are indicating that this is spreading at rapid rates. And again, that's Florida, Alabama, Tennessee, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, New Jersey, Maine, Vermont, Montana, Utah, Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, Iowa, Missouri, Wisconsin, Illinois, Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio. Now, for the states that we have no data on, there are 6 states. The states with no data on with information that we can yet to report to you is Louisiana, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Mississippi, Wyoming, North Dakota, and Connecticut. Again, that's Louisiana, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Mississippi, Wyoming, North Dakota, and Connecticut. So those are the ones that don't have any information as of yet. Now, this just came out this month. So as more information comes out, as you guys know here in the channel, I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date. So if you are new to the channel right now, just tuning in, don't forget, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so that way as more information comes out, I'll be sure to share with you guys. As this just coming out this month from the CDC regarding the spread of this viral levels, they're saying that are significantly higher than they realized. Now, in addition to that, A lot of people are wondering about the mysterious pneumonia, white lung disease, and some of the things that are going around. I will keep you guys up to date on what is taking place. And a lot of people want to know, and again, this is coming out for those of you just joining. I see we've got 1,724 people in the room. Alarming revelation coming out. This just being released today. Maps showing soaring viral levels detected in the U.S. water supply. The CDC has released this nationwide data revealing surging levels of the newest COVID strain in the water supply. And the data was actually released December 6th of 2023. So this just coming out. This is this month, and there are 6 different levels. And I'm reporting to you the various levels that have been indicated for all 50 states, including Washington, D.C. as well. And I will keep you guys up to date on that. So again, if you feel like you see everybody getting sick right now, and it just seems like people can't get over it, and everyone's got a virus, and there's something going on, you're not imagining it. It is being done right now, and we're getting confirmation as well. So they're indicating that this is happening. It is spreading. So please be sure to do your best to make sure that you and your family are healthy during this time, as it is going around and it is spreading significantly. Now, in addition to that, let me see here. I see we've got almost 1,800 people in the room. Can I get an extra 250 people to smash the like button? Can we get it up over 1,000? If you could do that, I would appreciate it. Just help spread this out more. And again, share this out also if you feel like it's going to be helping people. Just be aware of what's going on, because if you're like me, I believe that knowledge is power, and us knowing exactly what's taking place is half the battle. If we know that this is happening, we're going to be able to take the precautions for ourselves and our families to make sure things are okay. I know a lot of people are concerned with cyber attacks, potential world wars going on. There's a lot of people stocking up right now on bottled water, medication, food, ammunition, things to make sure that they are taking care of themselves and their family. And also just things like this taking place, people need to know. And I believe that us knowing is very important. Knowledge is power. Knowing is half of the battle. I see Nehemiah also saying generators. Yes, totally agree. Having generators ready to be able to keep us, keep your electricity on. Thinking ahead right now as we're going into 2024. Let me know in the comments. I know a lot of people saying it feels like as we're entering into 2024, things are ramping up. It feels like things are going to be getting a little bit intense. Do you feel that way? Put a 1 in the comments if you feels like something is coming in 2024, and it might be a good idea to prepare yourselves. Now, if not, and you feel like no, things are going to be okay, put a 2. Also, a lot of people talking about the elections coming around the corner. What are some of the things that could be unfolding in 2024 with elections coming up? What's going to happen with our economy? We just heard President Joe Biden say that the economy is great. Let me know if you agree in the comments. Do you feel like the economy is great or no? If you disagree, put a 3 in the comments. If you feel like the economy is great, put a 4. But he actually said that the economy is doing great. The reason why people are mistaken, he said, is because the media is not reporting on things correctly. He is saying it's the media's fault that people believe that the economy is bad, that Bidenomics are actually working. And right now I see in the comments a ton of 3s. Man, yeah, a lot of people saying, no, the economy is actually bad. It is not the fault of the media, false reporting what's taking place. But you know what? We will see, because we're going to be entering into elections. And I know a lot of people saying that we need to change with the way our nation is going right now. In addition to that, there's a lot of concerns, as I mentioned, with our southern border. If you missed those videos, last month alone, we had 17 people on the watch list that were captured in our southern border entering in. And these are people that do not want to do nice things to the United States. There's a lot of things taking place, but I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date on everything. And again, I'll recap the list for those of you just hopping on. There's 1,663 people in the room. Again, this is concern, alarming revelation, soaring viral levels detected in the U.S. water supply. The CDC nationwide data revealed this month that surging levels of the newest COVID strain is in the water supply. And there are 6 different levels of the COVID-19 detection in the United States wastewater coming out, as they're saying that this is spreading, and they're able to detect it. And again, this is linked in the description for you. So if you want to check it out, COVID data tracker, CDC, COVID-19 wastewater surveillance, they've got all the data there, but I've compiled it into a list for you. so that way we can break it down easily. I will recap one more time for those of you hopping on a little bit late. Again, the 6 different levels. Minimum, there's 1 state. Low, 3 states. Moderate, 6 states. High, 13 states. Severe, 21 states. And no data, 6 states. That's a total of 50 states and Washington, D.C. Now, minimal is Oregon. Low is Georgia, South Carolina, and Washington. Moderate is Alaska, Colorado, Minnesota, Kentucky, Delaware, and Hawaii. High, the 13 states for high is Texas, Arizona, California, Nevada, Idaho, Pennsylvania, New York, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Arkansas, and Rhode Island. And levels where there's severe levels, 21 states with severe levels: Florida, Alabama, Tennessee, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, New Jersey, Maine, Vermont, Montana, Utah, Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, Iowa, Missouri, Wisconsin, Illinois, Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio. And again, that's Florida, Alabama, Tennessee, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, New Jersey, Maine, Vermont, Montana, Utah, Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, Iowa, Missouri, Wisconsin, Illinois, Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio. And there are 6 that we currently have no data or information on. And those 6 states are Louisiana, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Mississippi, Wyoming, North Dakota, and Connecticut. So again, you guys, those are the ones that we have information on at this time. As more comes out, I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date. And again, subscribe if this is your first time here to stay up to date. Please hit the like button if you appreciate the live updates, keeping you up to speed on everything. Even during the holiday season. And also pinned in the comments for you is the Steve Ram News website, so that way you can click that, add your name and your email, and just it's going to be a newsletter that goes out keeping you up to speed just in case. We've heard that communications could be disrupted for social media platforms, as we've heard that China has infiltrated infrastructure systems. We know of at least 24 different ones that have been compromised that they're saying that could go down. And social media platforms could go down. And if we lose platforms like this, still going to be able to keep in contact with you via that newsletter, so that way you can still know what's going on. We can keep access to our email. So I'll be sure to keep you guys up to speed that way as well. Now, let's see here. Fire says, Steve, what's going on? I heard that you are calling out states. Yes. So we have received a list from the CDC. And it is alarming revelation is the title: soaring viral levels detected in the U.S. water supply, COVID-19 detection in the United States wastewater, 6 different levels released from the CDC. Nationwide data reveals surging levels of the newest COVID strain in the water supply. And also, this is linked in the description for you. And I covered the list for you in detail, all 50 states and Washington, D.C., where they're saying there are severe levels that are currently taking place right now. So that way you guys know exactly what's going on. Let's see here. Somebody said, name them. Yes, I went through the list. I've gone through it twice now. I see Miami Views saying my family has a stomach virus. Yes, seems like everybody's dealing with something. Right now, I feel like I've got something in my lungs. Let me know if you've noticed this as well. It seems like everybody is getting sick. Pamela Hernandez says, is it the bottled water? No, it is not. The bottled water is okay. And I've been advising people here on the channel, we're not really sure what's going to be coming, if there's going to be another pandemic, if there's going to be like cyber attacks, or what's going to be taking place. We've heard warnings. I highly recommend stocking up on supplies if you feel necessary to take precautions for you and your family. I know we've got a little bit of extra water, and I don't think that that is a bad idea. Christy says, is Nebraska on the list? Yes, this covers all 50 states. Lungs are building up, Steve, says Leon Welch. Yes, my lungs are definitely feeling the strain right now. I'm in North Carolina, and I am in a severe state, says Janet. Yes, Pamela says, thank you. You are welcome. As more information comes out, I'll keep you up to date. Let's see here. Mary says, this is bad, bad, bad. G says, any other countries? This is just the information coming out for the United States from the CDC. I'll make sure that you guys are up to date about what is going on, so that way you know exactly what is taking place as more information comes out. Stuart says they are lying about what is going on. Well, Stuart, I don't think that you might be wrong, but my thought is that regardless of, what takes place, how is this going to be impacting us directly? So I want to make sure that the information is going out so that way people know, because If things are taking place, regardless of who it's coming from or the source or whether the information is like, distorted or the stories, I'm just going to make sure I report it to you, give you the sources, so that way you can then take the information and make the best decisions for yourself and your family. I think that is the best thing that we can do. We need to know what's going on. Otherwise, we have no understanding of what's taking place. Off the Grid said that is old news. Off the Grid, this is from this month. It came out December 6th, and now charts being released. This actually coming out today. And I compiled this list myself. So this list I came out with, I actually took the data, wrote the list down, and I did it right before going live, so that way I could share with people what is going on. Buds, I agree, says Joan. Nurse says, yes, Susan. Dory says, amen, hallelujah. Cali Boy says, Christ is King. I totally agree with you, Cali Boy. Nurse says, the Lord is coming. Yeah, there's a lot of people that feel like something is coming right around the corner. A lot of people not happy with the way things are going right now. And we will see. It just feels like things are ramping up and intensifying. As I mentioned, I asked everybody to put their numbers as to what you think is going to be happening in 2024. A lot of people feel like something is coming. And a lot of people not happy with the way that the president is currently handling things. And as I shared with you, in the last 24 hours, he actually said that things are great. So the economy is good. And he said it's actually the fault of the media for not reporting correctly the way that the economy is. He said Bidenomics is a success. And I asked people to put their numbers in, and we saw the vast majority of people that are in this chat right now. We've got almost 1,900 people in the chat. All of them said they disagree. They feel like the economy is bad. In addition to that, it looks like viruses are further spreading, and we could be looking at a potential world war. We're seeing a lot of stuff unfolding. But no matter what happens, I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date. As more information comes out, I'll keep you guys up to speed on everything. Pamela, thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Kathy says she's got a bad amount of congestion. I came down with it quick during Christmas night. Yes, I feel like a lot of people, I know I've been suffering with congestion. I feel like my chest as well. And they're saying, if you are thinking that everyone's getting sick and it feels like it's going around, you're not crazy. Confirmation coming out from the CDC. They're detecting high levels in the water. And they're saying that this means that it is spreading. So they're indicating that this is coming out severely in the vast majority of the nation. And I'm looking at the map of it right now. They've got a color-coded map. I actually put a list together to make it easy so that way I could read to everyone the actual states. But the color-coded map is showing that the Northeast, it has got it pretty severe. It is pretty intense in the Northeast. But as more information comes out, like I said, I'll make sure that I'll keep you guys up to speed on it so that way you know exactly what's going on. I see Rita saying, yes, it's bad right now. Yeah, it does seem that way. I see 74 Deeds saying, don't be scared, be prepared. Yes, totally agree. I'm with you. I feel like the best thing for us to do is to know what's going on and then make the best decisions for ourselves and our families. Not to be scared, not to be in a state of fear, but to be in a state where we know what's going on. We have the knowledge, the understanding of what's taking place, and then make the decisions we feel are best for ourselves and our families. Donna is saying boil water for 1 minute. Yes, I think that we could boil water, have extra food set aside, have things ready just in case. Kat is saying, I'm scared. Again, Kat, don't be scared. Be prepared. The information is not here to scare anybody, but is to make sure that we are aware of what's going on. We need to know what's taking place. It is the flu, people, says Lisa Armstrong. Yes, it seems like a lot of people getting sick with a ton of different things. It's very interesting, though, how some of these have mutated and are now hitting just kids, just the elderly. And it seems to be spreading, even though they're saying that it is a common thing. Let's see here. Aspen says, thanks, y'all, for answering me. Thank you to the community. Yes, the community can make sure that people get information. If I miss the comments, and I apologize, I try to do my best to get everybody responses, but there's just so many comments that go through. It's just impossible for me to catch them all. G said, who said it's China? No, this one, we're not identifying where it's coming from, but the white lung disease, they're saying that is coming out in China for quite some time, and we're seeing that in different nations as well. They're saying that it just happens to be a coincidence that it is in other nations, including the United States. that it's not spreading from China, but the information is just a lot of people are very skeptical because it feels like a repeat of what took place literally 4 years ago, right before we had the pandemic. Can you please repeat the list, says Nikki. Nikki, yes, I will repeat the list one more time for you guys, for those of you hopping on late, because I see that we've got 1,862 people in the room. And if you appreciate the updates, do me a favor, smash the like button if you haven't already. I see we've almost got 1,400 likes. Can I get some extra people to hit the like? And again, share this out if you think it could help out people. Let's see, Cali Boy says you're in our prayers, Steve. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Yes, any prayers that you have, please send them our way. We appreciate that a ton. And I will keep you guys up to date on everything. And again, if you guys want to stay connected off of social media platforms, in case we're hearing that things could go down, I've linked in the comments, www.steveramnews.com. Just add your name and your email, and I'll make sure that I'll send out information for you guys. Let's see here. Somebody says gain of function is why it's hitting specific groups. Thank you, Steve, for the information. You guys are welcome. It's being detected in the wastewater. Yes. Yes. All right. So for those of you hopping on a little bit later, thank you so much for the likes, the subscribes, and also please share this out if you think it could be helpful to other people. Alarming revelation soaring with viral levels detected in the U.S. water supply. This coming out from the CDC as of December 6, 2023, COVID-19 detection in the United States wastewaters, 6 different levels. CDC nationwide data reveals surging levels of the newest COVID strain in the water supply. And I have compiled the list for you. And again, this is linked in the description. I'm currently looking at the CDC's COVID-19 wastewater surveillance with all the data, all the charts. This is linked in the description, but I've compiled the list for you, breaking down the 6 different levels, so that way you can know exactly where your state falls as to whether or not this is a severe spread where you currently reside. Now, the different levels are minimal. There's 1 state. Low, there are 3 states. Moderate, there are 6 states. High, there are 13 states. Severe, there are 21 states. And no data, there are currently 6 states. Now, minimal is the state of Oregon. That is the 1 state. Low is Georgia, South Carolina, and Washington. Those are the 3 states. Moderate, there are 6 states, and the moderate states are Alaska, Colorado, Minnesota, Kentucky, Delaware, and Hawaii. Levels that are high and severe and no data are the ones that are left. High, there are 13 states. High includes Texas, Arizona, California, Nevada, Idaho, Pennsylvania, New York, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Arkansas, and Rhode Island. And again, that's Texas, Arizona, California, Nevada, Idaho, Pennsylvania, New York, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Arkansas, Rhode Island, and severe. There are 21 states that have severe levels detected in the water. The 21 states include Florida, Alabama, Tennessee, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, New Jersey, Maine, Vermont, Montana, Utah, Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, Iowa, Missouri, Wisconsin, Illinois, Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio. So those are the 21 states that have severe levels, and the states where we currently have no data or information, but as more comes out, I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date. There's Louisiana, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Mississippi, Wyoming, North Dakota, and Connecticut. And again, that's Louisiana, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Mississippi, Wyoming, North Dakota, and Connecticut. So as more information comes out on those ones, I'll be sure to keep you guys up to speed, up to date on everything, so that way you know exactly what's taking place. But with that, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget, smash the like button. If you could do so, I would appreciate it. Just helps spread this out. Also, in addition to that, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date, hit the like button, and I will keep you guys up to speed. Consider joining Steve Ram News to stay up to date with the newsletter, and I'll keep you guys updated on everything. But thank you guys so much for joining me. I will keep you updated. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.